Well, let's take a look at these flashlights. I have a variety of flashlights from Spotlight. I've been enjoying them all. The one you see in the background here, the Spark, I have not yet used. It's still in the package. Okay, so I'm not doing a review on this one yet. Although they show it attached to a like a little EDC looking bag as a part of the zipper. And I think this is exactly how I'm going to use this light in the future. When I do review this, it'll be after a couple weeks of use. And what I want to do is use it as a zipper pull on my hoodie when winter comes, or at least when fall comes and it gets cold. Because this way I'll always have a flashlight right there in front of me. And as a zipper pull, particularly on a jacket or something like that, it's always right in front of you. You can literally reach down, turn it on, and you have instant light. But that's not for this video. That'll be in the future. I just want to show you because it's also a Spotlight flashlight. So what we're looking at here really today, we're focusing mostly on this one here, which is the smallest version. Well, this is the smallest version, but the smallest big version, I should say, which is the Turbo. And yes, this one's pink. I like colors. I like all types of colors, okay? Just because it's pink doesn't mean anything. But this one is what that little commercial thing you saw in the beginning of this video was, as well as the one I want to focus mostly on in this review. However, there's also a larger one here, the Rescue. There's a significant price difference between these. These are 20 bucks. They come in a variety of colors. There's like a dozen different colors. They have a really cool gunmetal one, which is definitely tactical and manly. But pretty much everything pink these days goes towards breast cancer, or at least a portion goes towards breast cancer. So I don't mind, helping with that if that's the case. But anyway, these are $20 pretty much everywhere you can find them. This one, however, is 70 bucks. It's a big difference. You're getting basically the same function. Of course, you're getting a lot more benefits with the brighter light, as well as a second function on here, which is the strobe mode, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But yeah, this is what we're focusing on most in this video. It's a Spotlight brand Turbo model, okay? What's really cool about these flashlights is that it has an internal rechargeable battery and it plugs into a cigarette outlet, okay? There's a crap load of accessories for these. I've been using it a lot lately to do this review. And I found that they're really, really fantastic lights. This small one here, I mean, look at the specs. And by the way, I have these other flashlights here in a second. I'll do for a size comparison, all right? But what this really offers, which a lot of flashlights don't, is just that capability of just sticking it into your car cigarette outlet. And that's what this is really meant for, is to have it's kind of a vehicle flashlight. You don't find these on the quote-unquote tactical accessory websites. You don't find these on knife sale websites. You find these at auto retailer stores, okay? So if you're going to buy auto parts, this is like an accessory for your car, as opposed to being sold as a dedicated flashlight. So they are harder to find, and I wasn't exposed to them until recently, but they're fantastic. They're really, really cool. I saved the packaging so you can see what it looks like when you get it. Plus it has the specs on it, so it's easy to read. We'll look at it together. The little Spark here has 35 lumens, not incredibly bright, but definitely bright enough for a lot of up-close tasks. Okay, here's a little, specs on the side, 50 meter range, 3-hour run time on this on a full charge, and of course water resistant. All their flashlights are water resistant. That's pretty much standard for every flashlight ever. If you buy a flashlight these days and it's not water resistant, you bought a dollar store flashlight. So expect not much. Yeah, and by the way, this still has that little piece, which I'll show separately. I left it in this because I probably won't use that very often at all. But anyway, yes, this is their most common, most sold one. The commercial thing you saw in the beginning, or as the intro, is for VAT19 website. I have no affiliation with any of these companies or websites or anything. I don't get paid for any of this crap. I just love showing you cool stuff, and I love being able to try new stuff. But credit goes to them because that's their little commercial thing. And it was just fun to show. It's a great way to give you just a quick instant, here's what people use this for kind of a thing. But I wanted to elaborate more, obviously, in the review and tell you my experience with them. Very cool flashlights for 20 bucks, totally worth it all day long. A fantastic light. Like I said, it comes in a variety of colors. If you got a green car, you get a green one. You got a blue car, get a blue one. You got a silver car, get a silver one. You have a pink car, get the pink one. Whatever, or get your favorite color. It doesn't really make a difference. The larger brother, the Rescue, has 96 lumens. Besides having the on function, obviously, you can do a quick turn and then you get a strobe function. Definitely a really cool bonus, but it's 70 bucks. It's hard to make that call. However, you're not going to find another light that offers the same as this flashlight does. So it's just one of those things. That's the price tag. I only found one retailer that has these, and $70 was the price. That's why I'm saying they're 70 bucks. But if you guys can find them elsewhere for cheaper, that's even better. I'm going to try to get more information on this. I'm going to contact the company and see if there are other outlets for them. I didn't do a whole lot of research on resale on these. Just basically the place that I got from. So anyway, they're really simple to use. It's just a twist on, twist off. Okay, the head twists, and it's a solid click if you can hear that. All right, so there's no mistaking that it's on. And 35 lumens is significant. It's not tactical. It's not going to blind someone. It's a utility light. Okay, it's teeny tiny. And speaking of size, let's take a look at this compared to some other lights. Here's the Preon one. Okay. Obviously longer, but it is fatter than that. These are common EDC lights that I have and use all the time, as you can see from the wear on them. The Maritac single AA flashlight, still a little bit wider, but definitely shorter, obviously. The Claris NT10, one of my favorite EDC lights ever. Same width, but half the length. Of course, you're getting a lot more light with this one, but a heftier price tag too. And then here's a pen style light. This is also from Spotlight for a completely different review in the future. And this still, I've been using this a lot. There's some really cool function on this one. And like I said, I want to kind of save it for a future review. So I don't want to tease you with it, but very, very cool pen style light. So there's just a size reference. The cool thing about this is there's tons of accessories you can use. Now, obviously the biggest deal with this is that you plug it right into your car and you leave it there. It's constantly ready to go. It's constantly fully charged and it's easily accessible. Your car breaks down, crap, you know, after you start cursing up a storm and you're ready to go see what the problem is, or you have to get out and call AAA, whatever the deal is, pull it out of your cigarette outlet thing and use it to look under your hood. Use it, your passenger can use it to read a map or something. 35 lumens is not too bright to look at a map inside too. A lot of times people like different functions on their flashlight because they get the advantage for different situations. We're all looking for more lumens, right? We all want 100 lumens. That's awesome, but there's a 200 lumen flashlight, so I gotta get that one. I gotta get the one that's 1,000 lumens. Well, guess what? You don't need a bunch of light to look at a map inside of a car. In fact, it's gonna be very, very negative in that respect. It's gonna be counterproductive because it's gonna be harder to see something up close and it's gonna be a distraction for the driver as well as other people on the road. So you want a dimmer light for that situation. Anyway, it's a fantastic light. I really am really digging it. I've been actually EDCing this in my pocket for 4 days now, and I like the overall size of it. No, I'm not afraid to carry something pink. Who cares? It's really not a big deal. But I like the fact that eventually when I get a vehicle, because I will sometime in the future, I'll probably have this one in my car and just have it plugged in and just ready to go at all times. So it's really cool. Like I said, just the function is you click it, you turn it counterclockwise to turn it on. There's your light. Now you can't see it in this light. The one thing I don't like about it, and you can tell when you're shining it in a further distance against the wall, is the LED in this has a slightly bluish tint, which I'm not fond of. I like the more solid white ones. Now this one, the rescue version, has a perfect tint. It's perfectly white. Let me see if you can tell the difference here against the table. See, my camera's not going to pick it up, but definitely a slightly bluish tint on the smaller version here. Okay, so just a twist on, twist off. It's very simple. Sorry, I didn't mean to blind you there. The lens on here is magnified. Okay, so it focuses your beam. You can see that in there. You see a lot of these on like the LED lenser flashlights. They're very effective if you guys have had those, you know, cheap $15, $20 flashlight from like Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever, and very effective. Okay, definitely focuses in that beam. You take advantage of less light and you know, you get more out of the flashlight with that kind of effect. So that's pretty cool. And then you want to click it the other way and that gets it ready for the charging mode. So you would keep it charged like that and then you can turn it on and off. Now the smaller one here just has on and off. That's it. Full 35 lumens or off. No frills with that. It's just a simple flashlight for anyone to use. It's not for just a specific flashlight guy with strobe and SOS and a beacon and, you know, super fast strobe, super low strobe, and 1 lumen and 50 lumen. No, it's on and off. It's simple for everyone to use. This would be a great flashlight for your girlfriend or your wife or something, or someone who's not that into lights but could use a flashlight. plug it into your car, and you're good to go. There's a lot of accessories for this, and I've been tinkering around. I'm not big on headlamps. However, the Spotlight offers a headlight band, which I have to say, it's very, very comfortable. I really like everything about it, except for one thing, is that the part that holds the flashlight here, you can see it's slightly canted down, which is awesome, and it pretty much puts it straight where I need it. However, it's not adjustable, which I don't like. I would like a swivel on here so I can rotate it around if I want to face it more down or up or, you know, whatever. It's affixed in one position. But I have to say, at least they picked the right position because it's dead on in front of me when it's around my forehead. So, and yeah, extremely comfortable. But all kinds of accessories for these. If you're one of those people that actually use your lighter thing for something like, I don't know, a lighter. If you still actually use that lighter to smoke a cigar or a cigarette or whatever while you're driving, then you can get another accessory here where you can plug this into the side, have this thing charging, and still have your open socket for a lighter, or let's say some kind of accessory for your radio or something like that, or you just use it to charge something else in your car. It's out of the way and out of mind, so you free up that space. Now, of course, you don't have to get this specific one. You can get a cheaper version. It'll work just the same, but basically it's just a splitter. Okay, and this is meant specifically for this. And it works with both of these flashlights just the same. So that's another accessory. One of my favorite accessories though, which I've been using quite often, is this. This is a USB charger. Okay, while I'm sitting at my computer, I charge these things up. They snap very firmly in there. Okay, when this is plugged into a USB port, there's tons of USB ports on everything now. There's all kinds of things that are charged by USB. But I love this option the most because it's just the most convenient for me in my situation. But as you saw in the little intro, when it's charging, there's a separate LED in here that turns red. And then when it's fully charged, it'll turn green and stay green, okay, until you pull it out. So you have a quick visual on whether it's fully charged or not. And same thing for both lights. They both work exactly the same. So that's pretty cool. I like to see this be more like 30 bucks. So I'm still looking for other outlets to actually find this. What I like about this flashlight the most is one of their other accessories, and I can say that this other accessory is worth buying just that. Even if you weren't interested in these lights, this thing is awesome. It's really, really awesome. And I have some other ones here in some different colors. I have a red one and a green one. Okay, see it's called the Barkeep. And you see the suggested use is basically it's used to wrap around some kind of a pipe. I've been using this for my bicycle. And both these flashlights work great, but this one obviously has more lumens, being 96 lumens, and having the strobe mode, it's just even better. And what I do is I slip this in here, okay, bring it down on the body a little bit, and then you can wrap this around pretty much anything you want, okay? Wrap it around your bicycle bar, handlebars, and the ring goes in the back and it stays nice and tight. Now right now I'm going to show you a demo of what this looks like as basically a headlight for my bicycle. I'm really loving this thing. I really, really like this. It opens up a lot more capabilities. I can take an evening ride my bicycle. If I'm a couple miles away from my house, I don't have to worry about getting dark. Where I live, as you guys have seen before, I don't really have sidewalks. So when I'm riding, I'm sharing the road with cars. And I'm basically just staying on one side of the road, facing traffic, so at least I can see the cars coming. The advantage I have with this, obviously, is visibility. Both cars seeing me. And in this case, I have this pointed towards the ground a little bit. This is doing two things for me. First of all, I'm getting a lot more light directly in front of where my path is, so if there's something in the road, I'm not going to hit it. But in addition to that, when cars pass, they can see me, but it's not blinding them. Not that they're like headlights or anything. It's not. I mean, 94 lumens isn't going to blind anyone, but it won't be as much of a distraction for other drivers. So anyway, just take a little ride with me and see how this goes. But so far, so good. I like it. Sorry, I know it's going to be blurry and crappy and stuff. Just bear with me. But I like it. It's nice. I can actually take bike rides at night now. It's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see the overall picture here. Some neighborhood lights. People's lights outside their walkway. But yeah, this is really nice. Where I live, a lot of people, they just don't have blinds. So there's really no reason at all to have to pay for cable. If I can just sit out in the road here
and watch it for free.
Alright, so as you can see, it works perfectly fine as a bike mount. This is really versatile. You can use this for pretty much anything. But as I was getting back to what I was saying before, this accessory here is $6, okay, at pretty much all the retailers that sell Spotlight products. This little piece here works with a lot of different lights, okay? I've tried it with the NT10. It's a tighter fit, but it still works. Okay, you can slip this on and expose the back here since this has a tail clicky switch. So it's very functional. And I use this as a bike light mount as well. Now with this specific one, I had to push it up a lot further on the body, and then it was more of a stretch on the tail cap here. But it still works just the same, okay? So I think this accessory, if nothing else, is certainly worth the $6. You can basically use pretty much your favorite flashlight. A lot of them, you know, they're all different sizes, of course, but it's accommodating to a lot of flashlights. If you have pretty much any medium-sized Phoenix flashlight, it'll work just fine. All the 4.7 flashlights, they're generally around the same size, and obviously it'll be a tighter or a looser fit depending on what light you're using it on, but still functional. So I really like this this bar keep accessory, and yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. So let's see what other accessories. This piece comes with both of these flashlights. And as you saw in the little intro thing, this is for a bigger charger. You're going to need this kind of nipple piece at the end, and this completes the connection here. So it uses the sidebar as well as the point on the top for a charger. Okay, if you needed that, it just pops on and off. It's really easy. Kind of a small piece, you lose this in your pocket, but if you're specifically using this light for that function, you just want to be able to pop it on and just leave it on there. But of course, you have the option to take it off if you want to use it for the regular cigarette outlet. So anyway, both flashlights are really cool. $70 for this one. It's a tough call. I want to stay for $70. You can get a heck of a lot more light. You won't get this option with the charging capability that it has and the versatility that it has in that sense, but you can still get a lot more lumens if that's what you're looking for. It's not always about the lumens. It's like with knives. It's not always about the best steel. It's about whatever's going to work for you. If it's worth it for you and your needs, then that's great. It's a fantastic flashlight. A lot of people would enjoy it. It's not for everyone. This one, however, I can say is much more versatile, much more affordable. At $20, it's fantastic. And this still works with this as well. Just slip that over just like so. If you want to use this as a bike light as well, you can do so. And there you have it. The only problem with this is that you're covering that tail end. Actually, you know what? Let me slide this back down a little bit. There we go. Use this just like so for a little micro bike light, and you can still access that top to turn this on. Pretty cool. Love these flashlights. I'm looking forward to trying the Spark in the future, that teeny tiny one. Just over here. As a zipper pull, I think that'll work out pretty well. I want to actually try it because as a zipper pull, it's going to get banged around a lot, so I want to see if the longevity is there as far as the quality of the item. But with these, I've been smacking this around a little bit. I haven't really been babying these, and they've been fine. They haven't failed on me. I dropped this one a couple times trying to fix it to the bike for the first time, fumbling around, and the anodization on it didn't even scratch or anything. I mean, it still looks brand new. Dropped it, hit on towards the bezel end. But again, just twist it to turn it on, shut it off. You can go back for the strobe mode, and then click it all the way to the right or clockwise, and that's your charging position there. And same with this one, the only difference is this only has on. Okay, on and off. There's no strobe. But awesome lights. I'm going to put a link to Spotlight's main website, and you can click on the products, and you can figure out there's 4 retailers for these. And I was happy to see that the bottom one is a Canadian retailer. So if you guys are up in Canada, there's an option for you to order them direct. A lot of times you'll see products and it's like, oh, this is great. And then you're not a US citizen and you go to order it and they go, oh crap, they don't ship internationally. That's like the biggest problem with YouTube reviews is that I know you guys suffer because you see so much cool crap and there's no international shipping, or the shipping is so astronomical it doesn't justify the price of the product. You know, you don't want to spend $20 on shipping on a $20 item. So, but it was nice to see that there is a Canadian retailer for these as well. keep an eye out at all of your auto parts stores. That's where you're going to find these things. That's why, I mean, I haven't even been exposed to these. The only reason I even know about these lights is because someone sent me a message on YouTube to let me know about them, and I thought they're really cool, wanted to try them out, and I'm extremely happy with them. I like them a lot. Like I said, extremely versatile, fantastic lights. So far, they've been, you know, standing up to durability. I'll let you know an update in the future if for some reason they crap out of me or something. But rechargeable flashlights in this form is it's a fantastic option. It's just something that's always there, always ready to go. You don't have to worry about having a dead battery, because a lot of you guys, if you do keep flashlights in your car, you got to remember to keep changing the batteries out, or at least have some fresh batteries on hand. And after a long time, batteries do go bad. You know, even if you're not using them, eventually they're going to just deplete themselves. So when that emergency finally rolls around and you put a flashlight in your car like 5 years ago, and they go to grab that light, and guess what? It doesn't work when you need it. These will always be ready to go. So I just like them. They're really, really cool. I will have more videos on this in the future. I definitely want to do a video on their pen light. I also have a single AA version. It's just really, really cool. I mean, I don't want to tease you. It's so simple and so silly. When you finally see what the big deal is with that light, you're gonna be like, that's it? But I'm telling you, it's extremely functional, and I like it for its purpose. But anyway, really cool. The Rescue, gonna be worth it for some people. A lot of you are gonna say it's too expensive. Totally understandable. The smaller one here is definitely the more common option. I think gonna be the more popular one across the board, just because when it comes down to it, as cool as things are, money is always an issue. Always. You can see the coolest thing in the world, but if it's too expensive in your mind, or it's just out of your reach as far as budget goes, not everyone has $70 for a flashlight. I totally understand that. You'll see a review on like a really cool tactical light, and you find out it's 200 bucks, and you're like, are you kidding me? That's not worth it. That's the immediate like thought. That's not worth it. That's wrong. That's not a right thought. It's not worth it for you. Trust me, every single product out there, someone's buying, someone's enjoying it. It just may not be you. But this one is certainly a favorite of mine. There's actually another reason I got a pink one, because I do plan to give this to a special friend. Yes, who happens to be a female. So no motive, just a really cool chick that I know, and I figured I'd get a pink one. Not to say that all women have to have pink things. A lot of women like tactical things too, just like us boys. But anyway, I thought it was cute looking for a girl. Anyway. Yeah, so that's it. These spotlight lights are definitely cool. Something new, just something different. I like all kinds of flashlights. This certainly fills a niche in the market that I haven't seen before. And you can get cheaper, like it's not the first flashlight I've seen that charges in your car. It's definitely not. There's multiple ones out there, but so far this is the only high quality one. Definitely worth the 20 bucks in this case. Not so much in this one. Just my personal opinion. I mean, for some people it will, like I said, not for everyone, not everyone's cup of tea, but this one definitely, and certainly surpasses the other rechargeable flashlights I've seen. The other ones that I've seen that plug into your car, they're crappy. I personally only owned one, and it was for the, I had it in the Dodge Venture that I had, or not Dodge, Chevy Venture, excuse me, the van that I used to have, and it broke on me. I never even did a review on it because it was a piece of crap and it broke. And oftentimes I don't like doing reviews that are negative, because it's not as fun to do a review and say, this is a piece of crap, this is why this is so bad. That's why I see a lot of positive reviews on YouTube and not so many negative ones, because it's just not fun and entertaining to make a review about something that's crappy. People have said that before, and it's true. Occasionally I will do it just because, as a quote-unquote reviewer, it's kind of an obligation to be like, okay, well, watch out for this stuff. Not just telling you about the good stuff, I want to tell you about the bad stuff too. But oftentimes, if it's something that's just cheap and crappy, and I knew it was cheap to begin with, it's not worth saying. People should kind of already have an assumption that if you pay $3 for a flashlight, it's probably not going to be a great flashlight, So anyway, that's my little review of well, I guess I reviewed both of them, but I wanted to focus on this one more. Cool little flashlight, it's very versatile, and like I said, my favorite thing about it is that I've been plugging it, since I have no car right now anyway, into my computer to charge them, and it works great. So let me know your thoughts and opinions as always, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Take care, guys.